Dabba ding dong.
Hey,
hit the live
unlock
button,
door.
Chad.
Hey,
Come
look,
on.
will somebody unlock the door and let these people in? Because it is
Hey,
time for the bait shop to start.
when does the show start?
Oh my God!
Right now.
We got a few minutes, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Yep.
we're live. My bad.
We're live and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the bait shop.
Welcome.
Good evening, everybody.
Can you make some more noise, Kevin? Hey, before we get too far into this, can everybody tell Kevin where the end stream button is so he knows not to hit it tonight? We'd greatly appreciate it.
It's actually different on the phone. On the phone, it's in the bottom.
Anyway, good evening, everybody.
This red button right here?
The big red button that says END, E-N-D. I know you don't know how to spell very well, being from
Well, the other one says
South
leave.
Carolina.
And leave sounded stronger than end. So that's why I didn't press leave.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
That was funny though.
Leave sounded rude. You know, like
Okay.
I'm
leave me
leaving.
alone, guys. You know?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? When you leave, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord splits you. Is all I got to say about.
You split me a butt.
Yeah, no comment.
I've got a dad joke about that.
Comment. Anyway, as you can see, we've supposedly had the live fishing tournament league top 5 in here, but 2 of them, knowing that they could not outfish Brian or I, did not show up. So, just saying, we got Mr. Timolina, Mike Irvin, member Real and Virtual Outdoors Laboratory. Got Old Boys Outdoors, John Boys Catfishing, Hooks and Hammocks, Benoit Fishing Outdoors, V Smith, Wabash Nate.
What's up, Benoit?
And I'm already to the bottom. Oh,
What's up, guys?
look, y'all said he wouldn't show up. You said he was scared of y'all. But boom, here's Mac.
That's what you just said.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
Wow. Whole panel.
What's happening?
Ooh.
What's up, everybody?
Dustin says top 5 for now. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, Team Amish has entered like almost from now to the end.
Wow.
Yep. He sent me a message yesterday. Team Amish is coming for that #1 spot.
Yep, he sent me a message as well for a tournament. So Team Amish is going to take the back half, they said, and sweep it. So the next time we have one of these shows, it'll be a totally different panel.
We'll see.
There's member LG Bass. Member
That's
up,
the best thing about doing these. You never know what's going to happen.
That's right. Member Greenwell Fishing. How many are we into now? Was that the 9th tournament we just did?
I think it was the 8th.
8th tournament?
Yep. You're muted, Kevin.
Yeah, that was number 8. So the next tournament, everybody's lowest score drops, and you'll really see who's in the top 10.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I've only done 7, so I've just got to get my 1 more in, and I'll be on my 8th. So I'll be good.
As long as you didn't skunk, you're good.
Well, you won't be in the top 5 for long. As long as if you're doing 1 more.
Look, 1 more, that'll be my 8th one. That'll give me my total, my 8 that I needed for the year.
Yeah.
I've got to say, Freddie's been on a roll. I mean, he's been hitting 2nd and 3rd place finishes in a lot of tournaments here that nobody expected. So big shout out to you for that.
I heard he was inspired by somebody for trying to take 2nd a lot.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not going to say who, but hey, I'll take 2nd every day of the week in this live fishing tournament league. You hit 2nd every tournament, you're winning this thing.
Yeah.
Until
I ain't worried about it. I'm doing it all from the bank.
That's right.
They got to fish from the boat.
Yeah, you got
Mac-
2.
Mac's been
Actually,
straight
Mac
banking.
is the only true bank angler up here because Danny was in the boat one of these tournaments, weren't you, Danny?
Last week.
A couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mac's the only one actually fishing totally from the bank. That's up here.
So he's got an advantage, is what you're saying.
Yep.
He's catching the same fish over and over every tournament.
He could be
Where the
chumming-
rest of us,
he could be
Only
chumming.
2 fish.
Yeah, so the rest of everybody who's out there trying in a boat, trying different spots.
You
catching
just got
different fish.
having them upstream, dripping Kool-Aid into the water the whole time.
We got the updated standings in here right there, Kevin. Let me scroll down here and look. Let's see.
What's
What's
up,
that, Mark? Oh, no, that's the wrong one. That's not the right thing. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. In first place, Parker Pursuits. Second place, Northern View Outdoors. Third place, Freddie Beck. Fourth place, Fishing, Danny Stone in fifth place. What happened to my bad dude? They're down there in sixth. They started off kind of strong, I thought.
I know. Then they fell off. Man.
Well, that's what happened when you miss a tournament or two.
And then you got Trophy Seekers got upset because he fell out of the top 5 and he tried to sink his boat.
Yeah, he wins a tournament
Bank.
and
That was the
they
real
quit.
reason. In the bank.
Yeah, and let's see, stand 3 in 10th place. You know, he got real mad in the Uno tournament. The one fish that he caught went to somebody else. And, you know, so that, and then he went to his daughter's softball game instead of going to the Live Fishing Tournament League tournament. So, you know, that dropped him to 10th.
Whatever happened to fishing first? We got Josh Thompson. He's giving it a good old valiant try. I can't say nothing about Josh. Cool Cat's only fishes tournaments where you, because he's requires big fish because he's embarrassed to catch anything small. Catch fish with us. They don't count because they fished in Potomac. Tony, Potomac.
No, catch fish with us is
No,
Ohio.
And Tony's no Mac. Tony's
Catch fish with us. Fish is Ohio.
Yeah, they're up there with us. They do the Sandusky's and the Hoover.
I thought catch fish was. Oh no, I'm thinking of fish. I'm thinking of fishing, not catching. Fishing, not catching.
Jesus,
Okay, so
man,
catch
come on,
fish.
get it right.
I bet.
Oh man, I thought we were
Catch
professionals.
fish with us. Okay, so I give them props. They're doing well for being fishing anything around Ohio. So, Tony Harrison apparently is not. Mac fishing because Mac fishing is apparently the only Potomac guy that knows how to fish now.
Hey, at least you got a vice presidential candidate from Ohio.
Yeah. I didn't know Catfish Hunters TV was still around. I haven't seen him in years. Big Mike, and Squirrel. I mean, Squirrel's doing pretty good for fishing South Carolina waters.
Y'all forgot Tony Harrison, man. Tony Harrison's going to come back, and he is going to be in that top 10. I can tell you that.
Yeah, and Tony's he had a minor setback, but he'll be back on the water real soon.
Yeah.
What did he do? Lose his golden mic?
And then look, Catfish is bringing up the top 21 like he's pretending like we don't like to fish.
We fished 2 tournaments.
Yep.
Wow.
I don't
know what that means. We fished 2 tournaments and we're 21st. Was there only 21?
I'm just saying you're still getting beat by Jody, Dominic, and everybody else above you.
No, we're retired.
But Dominic doesn't caught a fish in the whole series, so he's just getting those 100s over you.
Dominic don't catch fish.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
Yeah, he just shows up and is in the tournament, so he's up there.
Yeah. He's just in it for what they call it, the
participation award.
Participation trophy.
Let's see.
Speaking of Tony, he's in here. He said he's getting close, B. He's getting close.
See, I told you.
Here's the updated roundup for the next one. We got a full 4 channels if none of these people back out.
There was actually a couple more entered today also, Kevin.
Yep, I got them on there.
You said 4 full channels?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait. What's the time frame on this here?
I think it starts at midnight Friday and goes for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Does anybody on panel want to host?
No, it's from 6 to midnight pretty much.
Midnight? Who
Look,
stays
You'll
up
have
that late? You know,
to
look,
stay
guys,
up,
you know how
Ted. You're
old
gonna
we
have to
are.
stay up.
Oh, there is another one that added. Who is B&B Catfishing? Never heard of them.
I have not heard of B&B.
I have. He is watching Stand Day and emailed me and wanted to fish it. And
Wait, he only watches Stand Day?
well, he's new. He's new. He's new to the whole community. So we talk about the live fishing tournament league every week. We talked about the Iron Cat Sudden Death tournament coming up, and then we've got Stand Night coming up August 10th. August 10th. Yeah, August 10th, I think. And so he emailed me, and I explained everything to him and what it was. You have to have a camera, yada yada, lights, the whole nine. And he's another bank angler, B&B Catfishing.
Oh,
Danny Stone, what do you think about all these bank anglers that are doing well?
What I think about all the bank anglers that are what?
That are doing well in the tournament. Did you think that there'd be that many represented in the upper categories?
Oh man, I love it. Because a lot of times we get overlooked, but you got some guys out there that's going to make it impossible for you to overlook them. And I'm not delusional. I mean, one of the reasons that I absolutely wanted to be on the show tonight because you got a lot of people that are in 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. They only got a couple tournaments under their belt. Once they get into the 8 tournaments, this board's definitely going to change, and I'm sure I'm going to get bumped way back. So this is my opportunity to come up here tonight because, I'm planning on staying in the top 10 at least, though. That's my goal. And another thing, I don't think I'm going to be able to get up there and be in the class with some of these guys that are out there that are really going to be smoking it on these fish. But I'm definitely coming after Parker's big fish. That's going to be my goal from here on out on every tournament. I'm going to try to take that big fish away from Parker.
Yeah, that fish was caught early, and it's not been touched yet. So
there we go.
I don't even think it's even been close, has it?
I don't think so.
I think
I've been throwing little baits. I'm changing tactics now. So, I love Jerry Parker to death. He's my brother. We fish together all the time. But I think I can take that fish off the board. He's going to come back the next week and put a bigger one on there. But for 1 minute, I'm taking that fish off the board.
It's going to be broke. That's not that big of a fish. Really, it's not that big of a fish. So I think it'll be broke easily.
I'm gonna take off from hosting one of these tournaments and go ahead and just steal big fish, and then just get back in the host.
I think I might fish the Iron Cat just so I can get it.
Yeah, I can get my iPad out there and host it and fish it at the same time. Can I, Kevin?
Well,
I don't know. I mean, the Monster Hunt doesn't have that many people entered right now, which is very surprising because out of all the tournaments we've hosted, that's always been the most popular one, and maybe people are just
it's too early.
Yeah, but I mean that's prime big fish time.
Brian,
that was going to be my question: does anybody think the big fish might be broken during the summer or even potentially the fall? Which wouldn't
be broken in the fall.
Don't nobody.
I think your chances are going to go way up in the fall. They're going to go way up in the fall.
Yeah. December, January.
These
November,
fish are coming off
January,
the fall right now. They're hungry.
I'm breaking it in 2 weeks. Don't worry about it.
Monster Hunt's on September 7th, which is right at the beginning of fall or in the summer. And we got 23 people registered right now, which is more than I remembered. But
yeah, Freddie, just so you know, you should just try to focus on breaking 10 pounds.
They got a scale. They got a scaled stonefly.
I'm gonna go against what everybody's saying here. I think with a lot of fish, are really coming off spawn, pretty much across the country. Most of the fish are off spawn. The next several tournaments are going to be at night. I'm calling it during the next several tournaments. You're going to see a monster caught during a night tournament because that's where your summertime bite is going to be concentrated is during the night. So it's just a perfect opportunity for a monster fish to be caught at night.
Well, the reason I would disagree with you on that is because these fish are coming off spawn. They've lost a ton of weight.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Build that weight back up, so I'm sticking with fall.
Yeah. Danny's 100% right.
We'll see.
You'll catch decent fish, but I don't think the weight will be up there.
Yeah, they've already lost 10, 15 pounds. So
our water temp's been in the 80s for 2 months now, so ours have been done spawning. They're already put weight back on.
Yeah, stand 3.
But you don't even have a 40-pound fish in your water.
That's where I disagree with
Shut it, Brian.
Our water's been hot since May, and I think our fish spawned 2 or 3 times.
Yep.
Because I've noticed since I really got into trophy catfishing, like usually in the summer, my dad and I would have quit catfishing. We just concentrate on panfish. But since I've gotten into trophy catfishing, that's when I have most time to do catfishing, and it's terrible. It's terrible, and it lasts all the way into mid-September.
Well, I caught a couple of fish yesterday that were just bloody beyond belief. So they're just starting to come off here.
All I'm going to say is stand 3 this week caught a fish that would have beat the big fish in the tournament so far. So
if it wasn't live, we don't believe
I'm sticking with my prediction.
Y'all never notice stand 3 always catches these.
Stan, you're muted. I don't know what happened.
Fish.
Stand 3.
No tournament.
Hey, I've caught twice now. I've caught fish that would have beat that easily, but just I haven't been doing the tournaments.
There you go.
You need to tighten up, Jerry. Tighten up.
Keep all sore left on Parker.
Mac, you don't not one to really talk trash a lot during the tournaments. Well, what are you thinking? What are you thinking your odds are on bigger fish?
Depends on what spot I go to. If I can get there at a decent time, I should be able to catch a 30, 40, 50-pound cat.
Okay.
But like I said, I can catch 2 or 3 small ones and still be in the top 10. I just got one grudge against one person. He's sitting right there underneath Brian.
Come on, Matt. He's been talking a lot lately.
And the last one, like, people are being successful just because they're being consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, Dan, you guys had a couple of big fish like the second or third tournament, but you guys are up there and you haven't caught anything like crazy big.
No, that first iron cat, I broke my PB 3 times in the single night, and I mean that's just almost a once in a lifetime kind of fishing trip. So I mean, if I'm able to even replicate that on an actual fishing trip where the weight actually counted for something, maybe things have turned around a little bit better, and we might have a win or 2 under our belt. But it's a consistency thing, making sure we're putting ourselves in the right position and keeping our strategies moving. If something's not working, don't just be hard on it and maybe switch it up and say something else first.
I muted you back. There's a lot of background noise. You can hit it when you need to say something.
Now for this, the next one that we're coming up in next weekend. Now, is it just catching fish, or is there any weight component to this at all?
So it was inch measurement, like 16 inches, but we weren't using the scales at all. And, we want to promote our sponsors as much as possible, so we changed it to 1 pound. But this is the sudden death is a last man standing tournament. And so it could really be over after the first hour or 2 of the tournament. This one can. Usually the Iron Cats have a 4-hour, at least
window.
You're going to fish for 4 hours no matter what.
Yeah.
But
wait,
I wanted to make
I could be in bed by 8:30.
You could.
Possible.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make it a little more unpredictable this time. I'm trying to find it. I just remembered I posted it on my other channel now. But I wanted to be unpredictable, and it could go till 8 o'clock. It could go till 3 o'clock in the morning. So that's the thing about the Iron Cat is you really don't know what's going to happen.
Don't say that. Chad's gonna play 6.
Dude, you had me at like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
I mean,
it's at 3 o'clock, and I'm like
by 9:43, Chad.
But you know how it is, Chad. Once it slims down to the minimum anglers, we'll try to put them all in one channel. Yeah. So, and then
we got to punish Chad.
Hey,
But no,
I'll be like,
Kevin.
oh, did you all see Kevin come in here and just shut the stream down? Y'all should just go over on it and
No, Kevin, we're gonna send them all a Chaz channel.
There you go. So here's the rules: the fish must weigh at least 1 pound to qualify. So it's going to be at least 2 hours long. Sorry, 2 hours or 4 hours.
Yeah.
No. Wait. Let me read it.
No.
The first fish caught starts the countdown.
Starts the hour.
Anglers have 1 hour to catch qualifying fish or they're eliminated. When 2 anglers remain, if we're still within that 6 to 10 time period, sudden death begins, and the first to catch the next fish wins. So if we're within that 6 to 10 p.m. time frame, if it's just 2 anglers, if it's just Parker and Dan, then they go to sudden death immediately.
Oh.
So I guess it would happen after one of the hour slots. So let's say we get to 8 p.m. like we're talking about, and everybody else hasn't caught a fish. They're all eliminated. Then Dan and Parker go sudden death.
Yep.
And so the first person to catch 1 pound or more. If we get to 12 a.m. and if there's more than 2 anglers still in, sudden death begins. So if we get to 12 a.m. and we still got 7 anglers in, the sudden death begins at 12 a.m. So there's 2 times. Yeah, so there's 2 times sudden death can happen. And then the event to decide the second and third place and all that, in the event that multiple anglers are eliminated at the same time, the place will be decided by the number of fish caught. If you tie with the same fish, we're gonna do by weight, unless the fish, and if the fish are the same weight, then we'll just give you the same points. You'll just get the same points. And then that's pretty much it. Lighting is a big deal. If your lighting gets too bad and we can't see anything, then you might get disqualified, because what's the point of watching a dark screen? So make sure you got adequate lighting.
You hear that, Chris? No flashlights.
What?
No, he can place his shoulders.
I'll let you know, Kevin. I may end up
I'll just
dropping out.
my shirt off. That'd give you plenty of light.
What's that?
I may end up dropping out at the very last minute, because we're fishing the Mega Bucks tournament that day. So if we do well, we're going to be going. We'll be fishing that Sunday, and we'll be in the weigh in and everything. So that's kind of stipulation. If we don't do other crap Mega Bucks, I'll be there. But if we do pretty good and we got fished away, I probably won't make it. So I'll let you know.
Oh, you ain't making it.
Somebody else can win, right?
Don't forget,
he's fishing that Mega Bucks tournament. He ain't gonna be in there.
Don't forget, Jerry's going to be on the boat with Creel and I believe Captain Spiro.
Yes, he's gonna be fishing that tournament. We ain't even got to worry about Parker.
Well, if he's fishing with Creel and he going down there, I know they ain't gonna be out at night.
Did anybody else, when you said that there was going to be those 3, just picture the 3 Stooges? Oh wait, that's
3 Meadow Cats, 23-month member.
And just for that, Nina kayak crew did a
JG Hill in the house. What's up, JG?
Call out Miss Nina.
Shirley T in the house. Appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in here. Chad is rude and don't speak to nobody.
Catfish Chris, who do you think a dark horse is that could come out of anywhere? Who do you think is going to come out other than yourself?
Well, that was kind of a setup, but Freddie. No, I would say.
Here, you want me to put this back up? There you go.
I think honestly, so how many more weeks we got to go?
You got about 10 more tournaments.
All right, so I think the current standings aren't that important.
They're not. You're right.
So
I change a lot.
The whole thing could be shuffled. I mean, we've only fished 2 tournaments. We're 21st. I think we could definitely get up in the top 5, maybe win. I mean, the numbers are there.
Not happening.
I'm going to go with Chris and Telly, though.
I was getting ready to say, I think when it's all said and done, points race wise, I think Hooks and Hammocks, Jody, Rigging for Fatties, and Dominic, probably not Catfish, will all be close to the top 5.
But the thing is it's all about. Somebody said it earlier. Consistency.
Yep.
It's all about consistency. You know, if you can just fish top, you finish everyone. I don't know.
Just don't skunk.
You're fine. You'll make it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think my money's on Hooks and Hammocks, Jody, My Bad Dude, Cool Cats, and
Really, Chad?
Danny Stone being in the top 5. Mac's gonna get bumped down on the last tournament by Danny Stone to 6th place, and he's gonna finish his top 5.
If I make a phone call and get signed up here, you guys can just quit now.
Yeah, the bank guys are going to start probably struggling a little bit when it gets colder.
I want to make a little side bet with Chad right here.
Uh-oh.
$100 bill, I'll be in the top 5.
Ooh.
Look, I got to go ask permission for something like that.
Well, hurry up. We'll wait.
Look, Mr. 10 million views act like I got all this YouTube money because I'm famous and stuff now.
I'm about to say he's number 1 right now. I don't know though.
I was thinking maybe
he said no.
When it gets to getting colder, our northern teams like myself and some of the other ones,
did you just say
you have harder getting into places if lakes start freezing over or anything like that?
Yeah.
So
the colder months,
yeah.
The colder months, the bank guys are going to have some trouble. So it's too early to tell.
Yeah,
Parker's only in first because I've only fished 7 out of 8 tournaments. That's the only reason Parker's in first. I'm just saying.
We're still waiting for you to prove yourself. You've got all the best products out there.
Dan, I got a question for you. How far are you from the Ohio River?
We're about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours.
Okay.
We're around Columbus.
Hey, Flash Rig.
If it ain't too bad, that might be something to think of.
Yeah, that's something we've been trying to think about. If that's something we're wanting to do.
That's a good-looking rig right there.
Hey, Mac, did you use my code to buy that?
No, I sent him that tryout.
You don't send nobody nothing. You let them use the code.
Well, Mac did use the code, somebody's code, because I've got 2 of them right here of his part of his order that I'm packing up.
Oh, if he ordered 2, he wouldn't use 2 stands code.
And you know what? I ordered 2. Maybe 2 weeks ago.
And you use code 2stands10, right, Max?
2 stands 10.
Well, I did make Chad a discount voucher for everybody. There you go.
There we go.
Bam. Use FTW10.
Yeah, just go over to FOA Customs and Gear.com. Use code FTW10.
Yeah, that special discount voucher doesn't last for very long. Just kidding. It'll probably last forever.
I got mine in a while ago. I ordered like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Yep. I'm gonna put them to use hopefully next weekend if the boat is ready. Hopefully it'll be ready by next weekend.
Ooh.
And it's gonna be on.
You gonna take that, Chris?
And who's regular mind think Chris is gonna catch anything over 10 pounds. So.
Yikes.
Hurtful words.
Man, let me get back to my work. Hell, anything's possible. We're pretty rusty right now, so.
You know what I'm ready to see in this next tournament is somebody win wearing one of these hats.
I know. Where can they get those, Kevin?
I was so close in the bumping one.
You can get those at catfishclothing.com under the sportswear, right?
Wait a minute. Yeah, it's on the tournament gear. It's at the tournament gear page. You got to scroll all the way to the bottom. So nobody has won with a hat yet?
Nope.
I can't
with a live fishing
grab mine. I still haven't gotten one.
Get you a live fishing tournament league hat.
Hold on. I'll find the link. I'll put it in the description.
We're doing the tournament.
Maybe we need to bump the pay up a little bit.
I'll tell you this.
150?
like killing the monster rod holder one. Like I think Steve's out $900.
I think pretty much every tournament has been won by monster rod holders.
Almost.
Just saying. Oh, there you go, Mac.
There's Mac with the towel.
The towel don't get you nothing though.
The towel don't count, Mac.
You gotta have a live fishing tournament league hat.
He's just supporting Freddie.
He's supporting FOA and the live fishing tournament.
I've never heard of Freddie before.
All right.
You got
Shut it.
Thanks,
Yep.
JG.
And
Even though I got a grudge against him.
That link right
Even
there.
though I got a grudge against him,
No, that's the jersey.
I'm still going to support him.
No, it's
Look
the
at
right
those.
page. It's page 3. That's where they're at.
Look at his license plates. Hey, Brian, I'll throw extra 100 if you put that in the county car.
Who's that, Brian?
Put that on the county car.
And while you're there getting a hat, you might as well get your sticker. I got me a couple stickers while I was in there.
I would.
And you might as well get ahead and get you a custom jersey.
Custom jerseys are selling like crazy. 5-star reviews from everybody. This isn't a pitch. It's just the truth.
I haven't done mine yet.
The support, man, it's crazy. The crazy amount of support we have. If you got a logo, you got a whatever, we can make anything you want. And the cool thing is you get a 3D model of whatever you designed. Share with your friends.
What about a size guarantee?
Yeah.
Like sometimes you order stuff online and it says like for big guys especially, big guys you can help you out. It says 3, 4X, 5X. And you get it and you're like, hell.
Well, I can tell you, sizing is, obviously sizing is hard. But Kevin, we'll send you a, one of those gift certificate to Jenny Craig with every order. And if you're a small guy, you get a Happy Meal. We don't carry it away. But no, here, you can ask. I think we've done a few hundred. We haven't had any complaints on sizes. But if you get it and the size doesn't fit, you can always contact us. We'll hook you up. Just pay to cover my costs, and we'll get you one in your size.
Chris,
Yeah.
I've known you for enough years now. I know that you're always going to take care of the customer. You want the right thing done.
100%.
And I have the FOA jersey, and it is awesome. And us bigger guys, we always go up and we know to order a size ahead. So if a 3X fits us, we know we order 4X so that it fits us the right way. Yeah. So that's just when you're this size, that's what you do.
Here's the deal. I just did a bunch of 4, 5, and 6X's for a guy down in Louisiana. He loved them. He said everything fit good. But thank you, Catfish Regulators. It's my blood, Kim. Hey, look, we will make sure that you are and this isn't a sales pitch or anything. That's not why I'm here. But we'll make sure that you're 100% satisfied, even if we got to go out of our way or whatever, because we want whoever buys our gear to be a representative of our company and be proud. So whatever they put on, we want you to love it.
Oh, well, I need to give you a call then. You available?
Wait. Hey, B, just curious.
I got a bunch of stuff that don't fit no more. Let me.
Yeah, no doubt, right? Hey, B, though, how satisfied are you with those catfish shorts that? Oh wait, no, we ain't got none of them. Never mind. I'm just saying.
Look, if we want to talk about Brian B, I built him a custom T-shirt. Oh, I'm going to order it tomorrow, and I haven't heard from him. I've got a complaint department I've got some bills for design fees that haven't been paid.
Stop.
Hey, I told you to make that jersey that we did on here.
That jersey.
No,
sure.
I told you that I put it on the website so you could come get it.
I didn't see it.
It was on there.
I gotta go.
I got tired. I said, "The hell with Brian." Beep.
I don't blame you.
Oh Lord, I didn't see it.
No,
definitely went on.
It's seriously. We'll go out of our way to make sure you're happy and you like it. So that's the main thing. You got to.
Well, go out your way, make me one of the shirts, and then call me, and I give
Thank you,
Sandwich.
He said, "Yeah, go ahead and go out your way."
Brian calls me every single day. He knows how to order one. His aggressive tone.
Spell catfish right.
Yeah,
wow, can't even spell catfish.
But he keep ordering a lot of stuff. That don't make no sense.
I brought it up just because I want to see somebody win Chris's money.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd like to see that.
The hats do look great, but I want to see somebody win Chris's money.
Hey, I think since
you said you were going to up it.
What he can do?
What is it at right now? Is it 150?
I think it's
$50.
50. Okay.
I'll tell you what.
I'm already jumping the gun.
All right. The next tournament, we're gonna fish it. What is it? The next weekend?
Yeah.
We'll be there. If someone has a hat for the next tournament, you got plenty of time. We ship in 1 or 2 days. Even if it just doesn't come in because it got lost or whatever, as long as it's been ordered before the tournament, we'll make it 100 for the next one.
Whoever wins.
Well, it's on now. I'll make sure I make my hooks.
Hey, what if the host has the winner on their channel? They should get $50.
Oh, I got a call coming in. I got to answer.
Oh, I'm going to order this hat right now.
And the time frame of the tournament 6 a.m. start.
Hey, people don't understand. We gotta pay for StreamYard. We gotta pay for DoorDash and stuff. Getting up in the morning and stuff.
DoorDash.
Yeah.
I do want to. Some of these hats that Chris sent me a couple. And I bought,
TV?
Just saying. I bought
for StreamYard.
And for some reason, these Richardson hats, the style 112 PFP, they're bigger.
It's the different front, Kevin. It doesn't have this. It's not the 6-panel. It's a 5-panel.
Look, and if you personalize like me, you get your logo pressed into the back of it.
Do you see how the Kevin? You see how the front's different? That's why.
So this is a 6-panel.
Yeah, and see how Kevin's is not.
Okay.
But here's what you do: if you don't like one of the hats that we have on the website, we got tons and tons of hats. Just call me and we'll get you to something different.
See, usually I can put this one on 4 clips. Usually I'm on 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you Jenny Craig for your head too.
Lord, you do have a big old head. Man, I thought the only person with a head that big was Jerry Parker.
I'm on 2.
Chad, that's like calling kettle black.
Jerry been using Ozempic on his head.
Yeah. All right. Chris Smith, Dustin Carpenter. Thank you guys. People are ordering this. Jason, thank you. People getting their hats.
They get them hats.
They have to work on it.
You know, Chris, I know that we're talking about Live Fishing Tournament League, but you support a lot other than just the Live Fishing Tournament League. I know you support tournaments, live event tournaments, and et cetera, et cetera. So, big shout out to you for what you've done for catfishing. We appreciate it.
Man, it's our family. We've been doing this for 20-some years. It's family. Proud to support, but really. Bye. Hey, it was nice knowing y'all. I love all you except for Ed, Brian.
I didn't do it.
And Freddie.
I'm on my iPad tonight.
Hey,
was that your friend Jenny Craig?
For real, this is why we do this. It's fun. I don't know. Like stuff like that is fun. I enjoy it. It's family. Yeah. We can be silly. We don't have this stuff right here is when I can, let my hair down and really relax and have fun. It's the way it's supposed
we don't need to see it again, though.
Don't you click that other one?
Send the one right next to
be shown. Anyway.
That was I think that was his friend Jenny Craig that he keeps talking about.
It's fun, but it's it's rewarding for us to see all the stuff that we put so much time and effort into, be worn all around the U.S. And that's the main. Really, we do it to just. It's just something that we do. It's like family. So.
Yeah.
So I got a question because Freddie's kind of been quiet, and I got a question for him about the whole fishing part and him being in the top 5. So Freddie, how does it feel?
I'm good.
Don't nobody ask you to talk yet. Now, calm down. How does it feel to be in the top 5 with actually really good anglers that catch fish.
Well, let's see. Mac is he's just a bank angler, no biggie there. Danny's decided wanted to fish from a boat nowadays.
Wait a second, Freddie's in the top 5.
Northview, I don't know really well, so I can't really talk too much smack. Parker, on the other hand, he knows I'm
rigged.
I've only fished 7 tournaments. He's fished like 18, so he knows I'm coming for him.
How could you be on the top 5 and not even catch nothing?
Freddie's actually in the top 3.
Yeah,
and not catch nothing.
This is Chris. This is the shocker. Freddie is actually catching fish.
Well,
everybody's counted him out. Freddie is catching fish.
All right, we definitely got a chance.
Freddie's catching fish every tournament.
You'll have your
Yep,
chance
I have
next
not-
Saturday, Freddie. I won't be there probably, so that'll be your chance, buddy.
That'll be my chance to catch up. See? Yeah, I've knocked on some wood. I have not skunked in a tournament yet. That's been the biggest difference, I think, for me.
That's the thing about the tournament.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate you. I definitely appreciate all your support. Thank you.
Absolutely.
You got to figure in these tournaments, if you catch one fish, that's could be a 70, 80, 90, 100-point swing in the point standing just for one fish.
Yep.
One qualifying fish, I should say.
Yeah,
one
you gotta catch
qualifying
one
fish.
The point system clearly needs to be reviewed.
Hey,
Like
Parker.
System alone. It's the only reason I'm here.
Who's in first place right now? Danny? Who is it?
Parker.
Parker. Doesn't it feel? Hey, how's it feel knowing that Freddie's so close?
Hey, Freddie's a heck of an angler, man. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
take that
no,
away
we just
from him.
kidding it.
Parker and Northern View.
No, but that's all you got to do is just keep grinding, be a little consistent, and you're
Basically, that's the biggest thing. If you can be somewhat consistent, you got a pretty good shot, you know?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
what?
it's coming with the right strategy for the right tournament. Just planning it out correctly.
The only thing that's going to make it really tight, though, and seriously, because it's only 8. So, well, you're going to take 8 tournaments, right? It's a combination of 8, and there's so many.
Yes,
so they're going to be stacked pretty close at the end. I think the points are going to be close.
Did you tell him Poopa's the best? Is Poopa the best? Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this point system that Twisted Cat Outdoors uses. Alex Nagy gave me the formula. The difference between our tournament and theirs is that we have way more tournaments. They only have, I think, 10 tournaments, and so you only have to fish half of them, I think, or 4 tournaments to qualify. So that's why we have points all the way up into the thousands now. But it's fun though. I mean, even after the last tournament, like the top 5 shifted totally. And after this one, I can't wait to do the points because you're going to see a lot of. Unfortunately, you're going to see some people drop out the top 10, and there are more consistent people who have placed better and have fished at least 8 tournaments will be in the top.
Yeah, even if you're in the bottom, you still keep on fishing. You got plenty of time.
It's more of a marathon, like you said, and being consistent.
Yeah.
If you fished 8 and you're still not in the top, whatever, fish the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th tournament you can just to better your points and
That's right.
to make sure you're up in there.
You only need to win one tournament, and it's the final tournament of the year. That's the only one you need to win the entire year.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Does it go by the points or just who wins the last tournament?
Points.
Yeah,
It's
it
over.
takes the
Combination of points.
You have to be in the top 21 to get to the last tournament.
Okay.
Only the top 21. That's why I put 21 on there because that's 3 channels. This is before Stan got involved, or we would have had the top 27 or whatever the number is, 30. But the top 21 get to fish the Whisker Bowl, and that's your chance to earn more points than everybody else. So, but Alex was telling me there was a guy last year or the year before that was in first or second place the whole season and basically put him in a position in the championship that if he placed in the top 10, he would win the tournament. But he ended up skunking. and he was out of the money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I'm glad you explained it because I would think I was in the same impression as Stan.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't got no tugboat on there.
You got it. Just because you win the Whisker Derby doesn't mean that your points are going to be high enough to get somebody to number one.
Yeah, and also consider that even though the guys that are up at the front, anything can happen. I've fished tournaments for many, many years, and guys leading have boat problems, family obligations, all kinds of things that keep them from fishing. So
yeah, like last week,
opportunity.
Last week, Jerry missed like an hour of fishing because he pooped himself and he had to go to the bank and change his clothes.
Yeah, I lost a freaking drain plug, and yeah, I had to get the boat up and get it on plane and run some of the water out of it.
Well, yeah, the last tournament that we fished, we forgot to put oil in the two-stroke, and we were stuck at the ramp. So
I don't know nothing about that drain plug.
Danny said he's sticking with my story.
Danny's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
We did launch boats at the same time. I will say that, but I know nothing about Parker's drain plug.
Danny was following around his boat. He had like that 4-pound line of just all the way across the lake, just waiting for the right boat.
They had a hook. They had a hook in your boat on the plug, so when you got too far away, it snapped it out.
Now, wasn't it Danny Stone that had the coolant gel that leaked into it, and that was the secret ingredient for the whole thing?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Danny telling his secrets, and now people will start using it.
That's like chumming, right?
Max showing off the FOA rod.
The old 5 and 6 footers that we got. Our new rods have been shipped. Our 7'6" have been shipped. They're going through customs right now, so we should have them in less than 2 weeks.
You never did send me a tracking number so I can hold them.
Well, that was look. I messed up, Chad. The tracking number for DHL from overseas was that right there.
Oh.
You guys missed it in the chat. Fat Boys was telling Eddie to use more chicken.
Oh my goodness!
But I would just say everybody that's been doing these tournaments, don't get us discouraged by the handful of us that are at the top, because me, Parker, Northview, Danny, and Matt could be down in the 20s in a matter of a couple of tournaments. Absolutely. If some of these people catch a bit more fish, more numbers, and better points. Because half of my points, I'm like 180, 182 in a lot of these tournaments. So.
You bring up a good point, Freddie, because you
turn on a dime. Bad weather, boat problems, anything.
Somebody who hasn't fished a single tournament yet could win.
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm seriously after I just got told.
There's more than 8 tournaments left. So if you haven't fished one and you have 0 right now, you can enter the next one or even the next one after that and still win all.
So basically, what you're saying is, I can say, "Hey, I can't host no more. Sign me up for every tournament, and I can come back and win this." Because Jerry's done tested my manhood, challenge.
That's definitely not what we're saying. Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Who did it? Who needs the power taken away?
Wasn't me. I don't have any of those admin.
Hey, look, just because you don't follow directions.
Mac is looking guilty over there.
Jerry.
That's right. That's right.
What do you think your chances of holding on to the #1 spot the rest of the year is?
Extremely very unlikely.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Because it's too many variables, and I mean, some of the best fishing of the year is coming up. But the one thing, like right now, Danny will say the same thing. Our river is an absolute mess right now.
Very unpredictable.
Who's dealing with low water? Because where we live, it's not where, right near our house, you could walk across and not even get your ankles wet.
Well, we got a perfect example. I fished the Broad River this past tournament. When I went in, we had 11 foot of water. When I came out that same channel, I was in 3 foot of water.
Now, I know where
somebody pulled the plug on your water.
Well, that's one thing, but it's usually 18 to 20 foot where it was 11 foot. So we're 7 foot low on our one of the rivers up upstate right now. So
we are a foot and a half above normal pool. So
well, let me come up to the Ohio and I'll change all that for you, Chad. You know how that works.
The Ohio's on the rise right now.
Not up here, it ain't.
Yeah, because I just looked at it down there by the confluence. I thought about making a run down there this weekend. It's actually on the rise.
Oh, 25 thumbs up. Can we get y'all to hit the thumbs
Come
up?
on. What's up with that lately? Come on, let's go.
Yeah, what me and Jerry are facing this year, because the last year and a half, it's been some of the most extreme droughts that we've ever seen. And now we're getting flood water, just unbelievable amounts of water here. The high levels don't bother us. We can still fish that. It's the debris that comes with it that makes it so difficult to fish.
Wow. I do have an extra one in my box.
Chris, the James is so low that you can't even launch. There's been times where recently you can't even launch out of the city. Even at high tide, it's been so low.
I believe that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I live up there off the James, and it's, we went, my family put the kayaks in and they was doing a lot of dragging.
Well, I got a question for you. I'm kind of curious about those tidal rivers. With it being that low, do your fish, like when it comes up to high tide, will they move more towards the mouth? Like towards,
Well, we get a lot of salt water gets pushed in. So they get pushed up the river by the salt water. Well, I mean, the catfish they don't mind the brackish water.
Yeah, the brackish water is fine.
The brackish water doesn't matter. But when we have very, very, long periods of no rain and it gets very salty, then everything does get pushed up and the fishing gets more difficult. And then all the crabs and all that kinds of stuff. So it does get pushed up, but not as much as you think.
No, you just get poop water pushed into your river.
Yeah, we got. Well, I think Stan pulled the plug on because on the map where Stan fishes is where the septic spill was.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he did that. He pulled the plug.
Too many Mountain Dews.
I'm not fishing right now, so.
No, but it's actually it's pretty neat, Parker. You'll see the crab pots and the crab fishermen start moving closer to Richmond with as the rain is less and less.
I was kind of wondering because I know in the fall here down in Louisiana, blue cat by the thousands in Mississippi congregate right with us salt and freshwater meat.
Yeah.
It's a crazy phenomenon.
I mean, we have catfish out in the bay, in the Chesapeake Bay. It's not. They tolerate it, and that's one of the big complaints with Virginia and Maryland. They're arguing over the blue cats, how they're moving all up and down and through the coast, the Chesapeake Bay water.
Yeah.
And
see, the farther you get down our river, the catfish turn into sharks.
Well, we have sharks, and I've caught
and stuff down there. So once you get past a certain point in our river, you stop catching catfish. Now you might catch a flathead or two, but the sharks outcompete them for the bait.
Well, so down there we won't catch flatheads. Our flatheads pretty much stop about where Stan is.
Yeah,
and then but we'll catch rays and catfish at the rays and blues.
Too.
Really?
Not uncommon to catch a ray.
Flounder. We'll get flounder.
Well, I know rays make killer shark bait. How would they be for catfish bait?
I don't know, but there's nothing worse than catching a big ray in a tournament when you already got about a 50 in the live well, and you think you got a giant, and it turns up to be a big ray.
Funny story, on our first halibut trip last week, one of the kids that was when the kid's like 18 years old, but he hooked a big one. The rod was doubled over and he brought it up. It must have been a 300-pound ray. And it was crazy, man. It looked like a big plume of dust coming up.
Yeah, they're fun to catch, but
I got a question. So, how is the James River that low? Because as much crying as everybody that fishes the James does,
What?
I'd be afraid of it flooding.
Hey, look, chat and everybody on the panel. You know how long it took him to think up that?
Oh,
For the last 5 minutes, he's been processing it. From the
No,
minute
for the last 5 minutes, I've been trying to get a word in because you know between you and Stan, you talk like teenage girls on a phone. I'm just saying.
Brian, keep him.
Well, Chad,
did they not say? I understand what he's saying, so I'm not going.
See, that's right.
Wow.
What, Daniel Stone, what did you got to say?
Chad, I don't know if I heard him clearly enough earlier, but did they say that Stan was fishing below a sewer discharge?
He's fishing right in the middle of it.
E. coli and everything.
Look at here. That's chugged water. Can you imagine how much corn is coming out of there?
Hey, you know what? You haven't even thought about carp fishing.
You know, it's a good thing that I just host now. I don't fish anymore.
He said it with a tear in his eye.
I am curious, like, how does the James River get low if it's tidal?
The tidal part doesn't get low.
Oh, okay.
Where he's talking about, it's basically not tidal.
Okay.
It's almost no tide. He's right at the falls, but if you go down,
right up towards my dam, it never changes level.
Yeah, he's literally right at the fall line. So it may be low there, but in the main part of the river, it's not any different.
But
it's
here's
the
the
same.
big
Like
thing.
if we can have a hurricane, and you could fish the next day or the day after, and it's not a big difference.
Yeah, because our river's so small that our lake system can control the amount of current, the amount of flow, everything, and can lower and raise the river within an hour.
Yeah, I mean, you've been down where we are. It's 3 miles across. So.
Yeah, I mean the tide is a gift and a curse, depending on what you're doing.
Yeah,
and if you know what you're doing in between.
Yeah, it's constant. The river is constantly changing, and Chris talked about it a little bit, but when you have that brackish water, you've got a lot of saltwater bait. You get mullet that comes up the river. That's a high density bait. That's a lot of fat. That's a lot of protein, and the catfish know that. So
they love it.
Yep, you get a lot of other bait that comes up there that's associated with saltwater. So that's that's a factor too, and I think that's a big reason why you see a lot of the bigger fish concentrating further downriver. Yeah. It's one of the reasons.
Well, there's a lot of things. So you're talking about where Stan is in the tide, the tide and water level. So Stan's not that far, only a few miles from where there's actually a tide. But in the fall or in the spring, when we get the shad run, that's why you see, if you ever watch Stan, those guys fish, lots of times in that spring and when they're catching lots of fish, because that area is flooded with shad, flooded with hickories and LY. And
if you find the bait, you're gonna find the fish.
Yeah, all the stripers. I mean, we have the big stripers are coming in, they're feeding, and so all the catfish are following everything up the river. And that area where he is very, very, very good that time of year.
Yeah, it's pretty much the final stop. It's hard for them to go any further than that.
You got a month or two, April, May. It's phenomenal. That's where you need to be.
All right, folks, and this is one of 4 episodes of the Bait Shop for 2024 that's educational.
I'm going to ask the top guys up here. I know Jerry said he may not fish, but I've been toying with the idea of doing a wheel to see if it's on what channel. Are you guys interested in that? Just for fun?
What is it?
Like doing a wheel, because usually we just select who we want on our channels.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I don't.
Wait, I've never got to select who. I always get stuck with like Freddie.
Well, you haven't hosted.
You only had one tournament.
The dictator gets.
I know. I was sick. What do you want me to do?
So which host has the most winners so far?
You only have one tournament to what you created.
Yeah. Like, what did Dan say? Which host has the most winners?
I'm pretty sure it's me.
I got
a couple of them.
I got 2 that I remember.
Yeah, one of them too.
It's between me and Stan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Brian.
think there should have been a tournament in tournament with the host be part of it.
I got trophy seekers with the chicken tournament and Danny last week. Other than that, I can't remember who was the winner on the other ones. If they was on my channel or not, I can't remember. It's been so many. Hell, I can't remember.
I'm so used to winning, I forgot to count them. So I don't.
It's pretty easy to go back through the score sheets and figure it out. But
yeah. But what I'm gonna do is it doesn't matter, because after y'all said that somebody hasn't fished the tournament yet can still get in and win it, my boat will be ready probably by next weekend, and I'm thinking about getting it.
Just stop right now.
Yeah, you might as well just stop, Brian. That
Yeah,
ain't
put
happening.
it on the back of my chair.
My boat's getting out of the shop. Woo.
I just put it in the shop yesterday. Jeepers creepers.
But no, I think I'm going to do a wheel just for entertainment purposes.
Let's do a wheel. I think that's what we should start doing.
I think maybe that's not a bad idea, because it seems like you and Brian get messages of like, hey, I'm not going to actually be able to fish, but put me on the list, and then I end up with like 1.5 anglers on my channel. So
no, that's just how they fall.
I will bring that up. I'll be the jerk.
What we need to do is, hey, here's what we do.
If you have signed up for a tournament and canceled a bunch of times, whether it's your fault or not, we just kind of took your name off.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want in, just email it. It's no big deal to put your name back on. But where it gets hard is like when you have almost 3 channels or almost 4 channels worth of people, then you schedule them and then 5 people back out, then you're having to rearrange to make it even. So that is the one difficult thing about this, but it's not been terrible.
And if you know ahead of time before that week, we cut the deadline is the 1 week. So if you know the Saturday before, you signed up for all of them all year long, and you know the Saturday before that you pretty sure you're not going to fish, let one of us know. At least let one of us know, hey, there's a good chance, just like what Jerry said tonight, there's a good chance that I'm not going to fish that tournament. I'm signed up for it. Let us know so that we can kind of put that, because we got to pick all 4. We got to pick the host. We got to put the anglers in there. We got to do the programming, the links. It's a lot to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of organizing behind it. And it actually worked out last week in that way, because we had planned 3 channels, and some things happened. Like you said, weather and life happens, right? And that's we're not going to be upset with anybody for that kind of stuff happening. But
I will.
Except for Kevin, because he's a big jerk and he's got a big old head. But yeah, so it just helped us be able to organize, and we would have had
3 channels with like 4 anglers,
3 or 4 anglers each, but we were able to consolidate and help. It helped out.
I would say that's a great idea, Kevin. Take your top 8 or top 12 and mix them up on different channels. For one, it makes it mysterious to us, who were, say, me and Jerry are going at it.
He didn't say that. He said all anglers
to mix it up.
I'm gonna put all the anglers
and just spin it.
Okay.
Now, when we get to the last tournament of the season, we will split up the top. We'll split them up evenly on the channels, because so like, let's say if I'm in the tournament, you really don't want me on your channel because I don't catch a lot of fish. Every once in a while I'll catch a nice one, but that's it. You want somebody like Jerry or Danny or Mac on your channel, or Dan or Stan 3 or Freddie.
What I try to do, I try to give when I split it up, I try to give everybody somebody that's entertaining. That way we're not sitting there talking to ourselves all the time. You always got one that can sit there and, like, you get a Danny Stone on your channel, he can talk for about 15 minutes as soon as he opens his mouth. So he'll take 15 minutes of your time to say, "Whoa, I can get a break and leave my vocals alone."
If it's already backed up, you need to get an Apple phone.
And not only that, I mean, there's a lot more to look at it than that. We all know that fishing and live fishing are 2 different things. So there's some people that have a great picture all the time, great audio, great video. If you put everybody on one channel that's got issues, audio issues, whatever, it's a lot for one host to deal with, trying to keep all the sound quality and everything the same. But if you have several people on each channel that, okay, You know that there's some issues with sound and things. That's another thing. It just makes it easier to have everybody split up a little bit because live fishing and fishing we all know it's two different things.
Yep.
I disagree.
Who disagreed?
No, I was talking with your son.
Stan 3 says he is making the comeback, Jerry. He said he's taking back his number 1 spot, and he ain't even saying anybody else's name.
Has he finished in the top 10 in any of these tournaments? I'm just saying.
I don't know.
No, I think he's won one, hasn't he?
Did he? I don't remember.
Yeah, he won.
Hold up. We'll look at it. I got it right here. It's probably too small to see. Yeah, it's too small.
That's what she said.
Hey.
Did he? Yeah, he did. Whatever that one, the Whisker Derby.
That was the one with the little fish.
Yeah, that was Little Fish.
Yeah,
that sounds about right for the James
like
River.
400 of them that day.
Yep. That's why he won.
Let's see. Your winners have been Catfish with Us. Then My Bad Dude won 2 in a row. Then Stand 3. Then Catfish with Us again. My Bad Dude. Trophy Seekers. And Danny Stone. So actually, the number 1 person hasn't won a single tournament.
Yeah.
And out of the top 5, only one of them has won 1 tournament. That's Danny, and he's in 5th.
But he's won. Parker has been 2nd. He's been 3rd, 6th, 9th, 4th. He's skunked 1 time.
I bet you that's Mac.
You hush it, Stan 3.
Oh, yeah, the helicopter.
I seen the helicopter go right past his ear.
That's how Mac gets around.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to get on the helicopter and go back home.
So Northern View's in 2nd. They haven't won any. Freddie hasn't won any, and he's missed the first one.
Slacker.
Mac hasn't won any, and he's missed 1. Danny finally got 1. So yeah, I mean, these points. I mean, I could play. You could sit there and play with the points, whatever. But if you had a 0 and you don't, and you fish the next tournament and you fish 7 others, you're going to jump up pretty high.
Yep.
I mean, those guys that have won 2 or 3, they're going to be hard to beat.
Yep, those guys are going to jump up too. So all the problem with I would say My Bad Dude would jump in the first place, but they've missed 2. So if they score, if they skunk on the next 2,
it's anybody's ball game.
Then they would move up. They would move up big time, like to 3rd place or something. But they didn't. They got 2 zeros right now.
Yeah, the zeros hurt. The zeros hurt.
That's what they used to tell me.
Well, that's one good thing about.
My teachers used to tell me that all the time. Those zeros are going to hurt.
And so Parker, for instance, Parker's not going to move very much because he doesn't have a 0. So his lowest score is a 100. So he may stay in the top 2, even if he doesn't fish the next one, because that 0 for the next one will drop.
Yep.
Yeah, it's still too early to worry about it.
Until I win the next one and I get 200 points and I take over for.
All right.
It's fun. It's fun to talk about. That's what
It'll be interesting to see how things start shaking over the next couple of weeks. You'll see a lot of more.
It's going to get shaken up a little bit.
For sure.
It's going to be like shake and bake.
Hey Stan, what's the format for Stan night?
Top 5 fish, point per pound for any flathead, channel cat, or blue cat caught. By weight. Top 5 fish by weight.
I can win that easily.
When is that? When does that stand?
August 10th.
I think it is.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long day for me. I've got a twisted cat tournament that day.
6 to midnight.
As soon as I get done with that twisted cat, the weigh in, I gotta haul back to where I'm fishing to get ready for Stan's deal.
Yes.
Well, Jerry, it sounds like you need to get your priorities together.
Yeah. He's already setting it up just in case you might not see me.
I'll be there. It might be a little late coming in, but I'll be there.
Hey, just catch one fish, get you a few points, and then go to bed.
And for anybody out there, there's still you get to the Saturday before the tournament starts. If like Kevin was saying, we had Team Amish, which is Fish and Fever and Dustin just entered the tournaments, so they're signed up for 8 of them now.
Yeah.
They did great.
It's gonna be a handful.
Shut up, James.
It's a good team right there.
I'm gonna come fishing. I'm gonna go fishing live and invite you on it. We're gonna do a 1v1.
What about a tournament that you have to catch one fish in each category? So like you have to catch a 10-pounder or each weight class. You have to catch a 10, you have to catch a 20-something, a 30, a 40,
a 50.
That might be the ultimate iron cat because somebody like Freddie is never going to be able to punch list those certain categories.
And you're talking about wow. That would
he would lose when you get to the 20-pound range.
And we have a lot of different tournaments coming up still. There has been quite a few numbers tournaments. We've got some big fish tournaments coming up. You've got the Monster Hunt, which is the single biggest fish. You got 5 biggest fish on stand night. So there is some other tournaments coming up now. So that could change things also. That's trying to include everybody in there. Different types of tournaments. So
yeah, I can't wait for the rules to the Wheel of Fortune one because if it's anything like Uno, it's going to be interesting.
It's not as harsh. It's not as harsh.
God, I hope not.
You can lose your fish, but I believe that's on bankrupt.
It's not the total weight though or anything, right? It's just one fish.
No, you can't judge off of one fish.
No, I meant you lose your whole weight because in the game.
No. You lose that fish that you caught.
When you catch the fish, they spin the wheel.
Yeah.
And then
it determines you can get an extra rod for 30 minutes. You can lose a rod for 30 minutes. You can gain 10 pounds. I think. I can't remember. I just figured it out last night.
I do that every time I eat.
But Brian, with all that being said, with the Catfish Uno tournament, the ones that caught the most fish won. It really didn't, it didn't change a lot other than I can use Stand 3 for example because that I know he caught one fish. So and when he spun the wheel, he lost that fish to the next person. So all that did for him was he lost that one fish, so he lost points there.
Jody only caught like 2 fish and did pretty good.
Yeah, but so
I gave up 4 fish doing that tournament.
You had bad luck that night. You must be something wrong that week.
but look, the people that won that tournament caught the most fish, and whatever the wheel said or didn't say, they were winning that one because they just caught that many fish. So it was a fun, interesting tournament. I thought it was a good way to start the series out. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of fish caught.
What are you talking about, man? Do you have E to answer a fishing question? I teach E stuff. What are you talking about?
On a side note, if anybody's in our area when we're signed up for a tournament, and if we have room, just message us. You'd be more than happy to jump in the boat with us.
You always got room, but do you have battery packs?
Huh?
Did you get battery packs?
I'm good. We're good. But no, seriously, if you're gonna be in the Richmond area or you're already there and you're looking for something to do, you can jump in with us.
See, look, maybe I could host a tournament from Chris's boat. That would be fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I said anyone other than Stan.
Oh!
Oh, wow. It's 9:15, Chad.
Deuces. I'm going to jump over to Dustin.
All right. Yes. Everybody, make sure you go over to Team Snagging Whiskers.
He left. Thank you, Chadwick.
Hey, you're welcome, buddy.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for joining in. Go over there to Team
Good
Snagger
show,
with us.
Chatterton.
They got the show going on.
Awesome show. Please, if you haven't on your way out, hit that thumbs up. We do
Hit the
appreciate
thumbs up.
Congratulations
Don't be
to all the fishermen, top 5, or
Yes.
all
Good luck.
everybody, not just top 5.
Good luck to you,
Congratulations.
5 and the rest of the field, the rest of the way.
Absolutely.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, let one of us know if you want to